Hello and welcome to Sports Scene Live. I'm Jeff Porsche and we're at Brewbachers again for our end of the regular season high school football episode of Sports Scene Live. Big game between East Ascension and Santa Maud, won by East Ascension, and we'll hear from both coaches. We'll hear from Darnell Lee from East Ascension and Coach David Oliver from Santa Maud, and they'll talk about the game and the postseason, both teams making the playoffs this year. And we'll also be joined as usual by Pete for Pete's Picks. So stay tuned. We got a great show. We'll be right back.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144. Bro Welding and Industrial Supply prides themselves on same-day delivery. Customer service is our #1 priority. They deliver on time, every time. Bro Company, serving the area for over 30 years. On the web at broco.com. Two of the best companies in the concrete business have joined forces to give you a high-quality product on time. Ask for an estimate and Quality Concrete will give you the best prices and best product. Quality Concrete in Prairieville. See Gonzales Military for a big selection of kids' camo and cold weather gear. They carry boots, camo rain gear, rubber boots, headgear, belts, and more. Gonzales Military on Burnside in Gonzales. Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. See Foti Financial Services for all your money needs. They have loans for any worthwhile purpose. Auto, furniture, appliance, home improvement, and vacation loans. Celebrating over 50 years of service, Foti Financial Services.
Brewbachers Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brewbachers your next stop for lunch or dinner. And check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brewbachers Grill, where some things only get better.
Santa Maud Muffler and Brake has been serving the Santa Maud area for many years, doing exhaust work, brake tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Santa Maud Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564. Church Funeral Services offers a compassionate, affordable funeral with the funeral held in your own home or house of worship. We are here in your time of need. Church Funeral Services, Santa Maud, Walker, and Baton Rouge.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You've got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you've got it made.
Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882.
Welcome back to Sports Scene Live, and I'm Jeff Porsche, and we're at Brewbachers again for the end of the regular season, and of course the big game that was played Saturday night, East Ascension against Santa Maud. We're joined by Coach Darnell Lee. We're going to get the winning side's opinion about the game. First of all, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and we just, I don't know what to say about that game. I mean, we did it last night, and that was the most intense, most dramatic game that I probably covered since I've been doing games here in Ascension Parish. So, on your end, how was it?
It was a fun game. You know, the kids were put in some situations where they had to respond, and as a coach, that's what you always want. You want to build them character-wise, and you want the mental toughness to develop.
Yeah.
And going into the playoffs, that's exactly what we need.
Yeah, and there were some struggles here and there. I mean, you fell in the hole early with the 14-0 deficit, and your offense was moving the ball, but got into Santa Maud territory, but couldn't convert on some fourth downs, and that kept you in a hole right there, right?
We had some situations, I think 3 or 4 of them, where you're out of field goal range and you're too close to punt. So, you're not in bad shape if you just want to gain yardage on it if you're not getting the first.
Yeah.
But we had our chances and we didn't capitalize on all of them. And you got to take your hat off to Santa Monica for having a lot to do with that.
Yeah, they played outstanding on defense. Didn't give up any points until the fourth quarter when you took that lead. So you got to put hats off to them for handing it to y'all for a lot of the game, though.
Yeah, it's the EA Santa Monica rivalry. I played in it in the '90s and coached in it the past few years. And my first year over there was I think 2016, and they beat us 54-6.
Ooh.
And then the following year they beat us 22-10. And then we had them at our place last couple of years, and as a coach, it's different. Of course, it's different coaching it, but you get a different perspective on the preparation, the hype in the community, the way the kids handle that hype. We're trying to keep the kids in the house, and we're hearing the stories in the locker room. They're rolling, and we like for them not to participate in that, but that's a big part of the tradition. So we just tell them to be careful and. You're trying to prepare for a game, and here we're playing for playoff implications, and you're playing a really good Santa Monica football team.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot going on that week.
Yeah, and I know there's usually a lot of things happening. Not a lot of that really went on this week, but you guys still were able to hold on and stay in the game and make the comeback and win the game. And you got to put a lot of credit for your defense for that, because you had that 14-0 deficit, and the offense wasn't converting on fourth down, so they went ahead and got you a couple of touchdowns right there.
Right. We returned 8 starters on defense, so we knew our defense would be ahead of the offense. And if you look at it, going into the game with 3-3, you're roughly just a week past mid-season on any other year, and then minus the spring and the summer. So you're really in the early phases of the development of the new starters. And so our defense has been carrying us, and Kel Babin, being Kel, I'd say they tried to punt away from him, which led to some of our field positioning. But he's a guy, anytime he can get his hands on the ball, he's electric, he's electrifying. He plays with a lot of tenacity on defense. He's a good tackler, he's a ball hawk. They're on the sides. If he was 6 foot, he'd probably be offered by some major colleges the way he plays. And he had the pick 6, and then Rashawn Broussard, who sat out his sophomore year, came back this year for his junior year, and he's been a mainstay for us in the back end. We just moved into safety this week, because of his instincts, and he had 2 big picks, and returned one of them for a touchdown. So they did carry us.
Well, your offense was able to pick it up in the fourth quarter. Then you go to overtime, and there was a penalty, and so you got pushed back to the 25. Next thing you know, you're back to the 40. You got first and goal at the 40. I don't think I've ever seen that. And then Jaquel Mack opened right in the middle, and you get those points really quickly. That was a big turning point in the game right there.
Yeah, it was a lot like Warren Easton. When we got in that span, we got rolling on offense. Troy Dunn was able to see the field. He'd come to the sideline with recommendations on what he could see. We saw other things, but he was comfortable hitting Jaquel Mack up the seam off of we faked the speed motion, got the safeties moved, and they actually tipped the scale on the back end and left a void in the middle of the field, so he hit him. He made a great throw on that one.
Yeah, it was big, and when you come up with a first and goal from the 40, that's a big turnaround right there. And then your defense makes the stop, holds them to a field goal. Then you had that little trick play on first and 10 or first and goal that got you the win right there.
Yeah, we came out in the empty backfield. I put Kel Babin out there as a decoy, and we moved Kendall Washington to the slot receiver, and we motioned him. And we knew they were playing man to man, so the guy that had him with his motion, he gained a step on him, and Javon Richardson did a great job at left tackle, getting that reach block, and Kendall did what Kendall always does. He hit the hole. He's very athletic, and he's got a good burst. He walked into the zone, and that was it for the night.
Yeah, and so you get the win, and now you're over 500, and that win, I was shocked when I found out when I got home. You guys moved up about 6-7 points in the power rankings. Now you got a home game, and that surprised a lot of people, taking on Captain Shreve now in the playoffs.
Yeah, we knew if we could get that win against Santa Monica, that we would move up some spots. Coach Martin is he's kind of like our rain man when it comes to the standing, our defensive line coach, and he said, Coach, we get this win the way it looks, man, we can move up to 16 or 17, maybe even 15.
Yeah.
And I think because Northwest lost, that's the reason why we ended up at 16 and not 15.
Okay.
So it worked out for us. We got a home game. And at this point, the way I feel, I feel the same as I did when the season started. I just wanted our kids to have a season. I wanted my seniors to be able to play.
Yep.
And we've completed the regular season. And now it's, how well we play determines how long we play.
Yeah, and you got the first game, and do you know anything about them? They're going to be taking that long trip. You've already taken a long trip up the Bird.
Right.
So what can you tell us about that long trip? What is that? How does that affect people?
I actually like the long trips because it builds camaraderie.
Yeah.
Get the guys away from the norm. The distractions during the day. They're hanging out with girlfriends in class and all of that.
Yep.
So, they get on that bus and we're looking at each other for 8 hours.
Yep.
We make our stops at the universities on the trip. We normally stop at Louisiana Tech, or we do our walkthroughs at Louisiana College. Just give them a change of scenery.
Yeah.
And I love playing on the road. Like even the other night, last night, just being in a hostile environment, I love that. It's us against the world. That's the mentality you take on. So,
yeah.
But I guess the fact that they are traveling from Shreveport, it's all about how they respond to it.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll find out next week. It'll be one of our games of the week, so we're looking forward to it. And so congratulations on staying healthy. Congratulations on a great regular season, and we'll see what happens now.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, so Darnell Lee, coach of East Ascension, thanks for coming out. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Sports Scene Live.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together, offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads, with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner, and check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You've got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you've got it made.
Acadian Custom Cabinets is your one-stop source for all of your cabinet needs. Now Acadian Custom Millworks offers cabinets, doors, windows, as well as shutters. Call 622-6337. Need air conditioning or electrical work? Airworks Incorporated in Gonzales is ready to serve you. Owner Quentin Michael has 30 years experience. They service all makes and models. Airworks Incorporated. Phone 647-3023. When you need insurance, go to the trusted pros at All About Insurance for home, flood, auto, life, health, and commercial. Call Sherry or Melinda at All About Insurance, 644-4820.
Diversified Materials and Consulting is home for safety equipment and welding supplies for contractors. Stop in at 14361 Highway 44 in Gonzales or give them a call. Call Daryl or Susan Roden for all your supply needs.
Ernest Martin Incorporated is owned and operated by Bud and Sean Martin. Their 9 trucks deliver sand, clay, and limestone for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. Ernest Martin Incorporated. Since 1970, we're in it for the long haul. It's tailgating time again. When you get ready for your next tailgate party, there's only one kind of sausage you need to put on your grocery list. French Settlement Sausage. French Settlement Sausage, available in your local grocery store. Economy Brick Sales has new, used, antique, and Mexican brick. They build and install fireplaces, do stucco and exterior insulation. Call Dean Miat at Economy Brick. Dean says congratulations to the Ascension Christian Homecoming Court. Don't buy all the tools you need to get the job done. Rent what you need from General Rental. They have contractors and homeowner tools. General Rental on the Airline Highway across from the State Fairgrounds. Ratcliffe's Florist has been family owned and operated since 1945. When you need flowers for weddings, showers, graduation, prom, or whatever the occasion, call Ratcliffe's. They are a proud supporter of high school sports in Ascension Parish. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882.
I know.
I know, but you have his hanging off his ear.
That's what I always do because I always forget it. Yeah. Mic test. All right, mic test. Yeah.
Mic.
Wait, he's got to put it on.
All right, we good? Yeah. He sounds all right?
All right, we good?
Yeah.
How does he sound? He sounds all right?
That'll be all right.
That'll be all right. Sure.
Does his need to go higher up?
Hello?
Does his need to go higher up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Raise it closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, we ready?
All right, Skinny.
Yeah, we're rolling. All right. All right, we're rolling.
All right, we ready? Yeah, we're rolling. All right.
Welcome
All right,
back
we're
to
rolling in
Sports
3,
Scene Live. Jeff Porsche
2,
with you.
1.
End of the regular
Welcome back to
season
Sports
edition.
Scene Live. Jeff
Over here at
Porsche with you.
Brewbachers,
End of the regular season edition over here at Brewbachers, and we're joined by Santa Maria head coach David Oliver. And thanks for coming out here tonight.
I appreciate y'all having me as usual.
All right, and it's a loss at the end of the season, 2 overtimes. But you're coming off of a couple of weeks where you weren't playing and you had the quarantine and all that. First, how do you think your kids reacted to that, and coming off the quarantine and not having a lot of on-the-field action, and then coming in and taking that early lead?
I was extremely proud of our team, and the way they competed and fought through the adversity of the quarantine and the game. I just,
They had chances to win at the end.
they played well. They had chances to win at the end. EA made one more play than we did, but
Yeah.
they laid it on the line, and they fought with the spirit of the Gator, and that's what we try to put in them. And this game's going to benefit us down the road. I would have hated to have to go into the playoffs without having played.
Yeah.
We're ready to go, and looking forward to punching through this week. It was a tough loss. I think our kids battled. I was worried about condition in the second half and being able to play a 48-minute game, but we fought into 2 overtimes, and like I said, had many chances to win, and at the end they just made one more play than we did.
And the thing that I was most impressed on from the Santa Maria side is the defense. Defense had a great game. They didn't give up any points on defense until the fourth quarter. Made a lot of key 4th down stops on your side of the field. I thought they just did an outstanding job most of the night.
They did. A lot of those scores that you're looking at that were self-inflicted. We had 2 interceptions that were returned for touchdowns. We had a bad exchange in the end zone that resulted in a safety. So there's 16 points right there. And, they were on the field almost the entire third quarter in our own territory with our back against the wall. We did a great job on conversion downs. EA was total 1 for 15 when you combine 1 for 12 on 3rd down and 0 for 3 on 4th down. So, on those money plays that can change the game, our defense just came up huge continuously. And, we kicked the field goal in the second overtime to take a lead. And the reason we did that is because of the way our defense has been playing. They're going to have to show us that they can beat this defense in 10 yards. And, unfortunately they did. They got around the edge and got in. But, I would make that decision again. Our defense has been solid for us all year.
And Poirier had a couple of interceptions for touchdowns. Had those 2 touchdown passes though in the first quarter. Then you get to the fourth quarter, and there's about 70 seconds left. You got to go almost the entire length of the field. You guys just. It looked like that was just a regular thing for you guys. Y'all just going down the field and scoring.
Well, we practice that every Thursday, and You know, so I mean, they got some work at it. You know, Cole Poirier is the things that make him a great player for us are the things that cause those type of plays that he makes. And he made a couple of those against Woodlawn, and he made a couple of those against EA the other day that unfortunately we didn't tackle or whatever. But when he's making those plays against Sophie B. Wright or Lutcher and completing an 80-yard pass that breaks Lutcher's back, everyone's pretty excited about it. When he throws it to the other guy and they return it 70 yards for a touchdown, it's a big momentum thing. So you kind of live by the sword and die by the sword. But he's a great player for us, and he's only going to get better with experience, and he makes a lot more big plays than he does bad plays. And so the big thing moving forward is just making sure to just let the game come to you and, protect that football.
You could tell you can practice that a lot, because I was just so impressed that they got the passes downfield. They were ready to spike the ball before anybody was ready to go. So, I mean, those guys look like that was just something they do every week.
And, we practiced the overtime situation, so our kids weren't, they knew what to expect when that happens. And so I think they could play a little looser. And, it was nice to see them make some big plays down the stretch and kill the clock with no timeouts. I think we had 1:19 left, and we had over 80 yards to go, and ended up getting a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So those things kind of worked out. And, that's what I say. It was a well played game. It might be the best game in the history of the EA Santa Ma series. 2 overtimes that came. There was a lot of lead changes, a lot of momentum swings. It was back and forth. The only regret that anyone probably has is that more people didn't get a chance to see it live, because that's the kind of game that would have been a tremendous environment had there been a full allotment of fans there.
It was an incredible game, that's for sure. And now you get to go to the postseason, and you're going to be taking on the 4th seed. That's Ponchatoula. Not too far away, driving less than an hour to go to the game, but they got a really good team. What do you expect from them?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate our kids for getting back to the playoffs. Last year we had an 8-year streak of playoffs broken. We were the 33rd seed, and we had that on our mind all year to get back in the tournament and have a chance to win some playoff games and do that. So, now we're 9 of the last 10 years in the playoffs, which is a huge accomplishment. And so, going to Ponchatoula, our kids don't know a lot about Ponchatoula, but they got some great athletes. And they're a great example of. I don't know how sophisticated they are on offense and defense, but I've learned a long time ago as a coach that sometimes it doesn't matter what you run on offense and defense. It matters who you run it with. And they got extremely good skill players on offense, and the quarterback's I think the top-rated athlete in Louisiana as a junior, maybe the top 20 in the United States, and they got 2 big receivers, including the Finley kid's brother, who started quarterback at LSU. So we got our work cut out for us, but it's a short trip. Our kids are excited to be practicing over Thanksgiving break and excited to be in the playoffs. So we're going to give them everything we got. Hopefully we can come out with a win.
Yeah, and we wish you luck. And we hope to see you again a couple weeks down the road, maybe get a home game. So,
I think, depending on who wins that other bracket, if we handle our business, there's a chance we could be home.
Yeah, so thanks for coming out, and congratulations on getting back to the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, Coach David Oliver from Santa Ma, and we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more Sports Scene Live.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads, with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner, and check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste a great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you got it made.
Spectrum Fitness invites you in for a free fitness evaluation. Their personal fitness programs are second to none. See how the expert staff at Spectrum can help you get healthy and feel great. Spectrum Fitness and Medical Wellness Center, Denham Springs, 667-6789.
A&M Heating and Air Conditioning has been locally owned and operated by Tony Arsenault since 1988. They have an honest reputation based on sound advice and great service. Call A&M Heating and Air Conditioning today for all of your service needs. Ascension Body Shop is a name you can trust for all your body and paint work. They are ICAR certified specialists with over 25 years experience. 2645 Hodgson Road, Gonzales. Ascension Granite and Marble offers fabrication and installation of natural stone and quartz slabs. For stone and countertop installation in your home, call Evan Gonzales at 225-644-2231. Like personal service when having your collision work done on your vehicle? Take it to Mark's Body Shop on Pertree Road in Sanama. Mark says they care about your finished product. Their goal is to make you and your car happy. Mark's Body Shop. Planning to update your home this year? Roussel staff can help with the ideas and the perfect mix to bring these ideas together. Pull it all together for a look and feel that makes your home livable and comfortable. If you've been in an accident, Guillory's Collision Center will assist you to obtain a rental car with your insurance company and cut through all the red tape. They're honest people that care about your total satisfaction. Call Guillory's today.
Bailey's is world famous for its andouille. Try their sausage, hoghead cheese, boudin, tasso, and smoked chickens. Look for the Sausage Man on Airline Highway LaPlace or visit Bailey'sAndouille.com.
Ascension Notary Services offers license plates without the wait. See Rhonda and staff for full-service notary and auto title transfers. Ascension Notary, phone 647-1514. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882.
Welcome back to Sports Scene Live. I'm Jeff Porsche, and we're here at Brewbacher's, and it's playoff time, and so we got Pete's picks, and Pete, you're 2 out of 3 on the season. That's a good season.
66%, 5-2. A lot of games got canceled last week, so I can't really say I won or lost those, but
Yeah.
I'm having a pretty good year, decent year.
Absolutely, and now we get to the playoffs, and first game is Dutchtown. They get a home game. They're taking on the 21st seed Terrebonne.
Let's see, Dutchtown got the 12 seed in the 5A playoffs. They 5-1, 1-1. Last season, Dutchtown finished 8-3 after losing to Ruston in the first round, 29-27. Terrebonne, it was the 21 seed. They 3-3, 2-2 coming out of District 7 5A. Last year they finished 5-6 and lost to EA in the first round, 20-6. So when we look at Coach Mastretta and Dutchtown, Dylan Sampson's they didn't play last week. They were supposed to play Catholic, and it got canceled because of coronavirus issues. So Dylan Sampson on the season's got 936 yards and 10 touchdowns rushing, 11 yards per carry, 13 total touchdowns. And Beta Langlois has got 516 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. Cohen Powron's only a sophomore, and he's taking the bull by the horns at quarterback for Dutchtown. And then you got Peyton Cooper, Caleb Beckies, Matthew Gallman, and Hayden Holmes on the offensive line. Let's see, defensively, Chris Washington and London Graves at linebacker. And in the backfield, defensive backfield, Jordan Jackson, Justin Ague, and Dixon Ague, and then Alvin Lewis, Colin Dupree. And on the defensive line, you got Ryan Hong, Jared Dupois, and Demarion Gaddis. The winner of this game is going to play the winner of number 5, Destrehan, and number 28, Washington. Terrebonne's got the number 5 overall prospect in the country, and Mason Smith at the defensive tackle. He's the number 1 defensive tackle in the country. East Ascension faced him last year and was able to get the victory. He's the number 1 recruit in the state in the class of 2021. He's 6'5", 297 pounds. Kyron Robinson's the quarterback. They also got another athlete in the class of 2022, Jalen Lucas. He's the number 29 in Louisiana in that class. Terrebonne, they got lost to Destrehan 63-7. They beat Bourgeois 49-13. Lost to Brother Martin 38-7. I like Dutchtown. They should be the favorite, being the home team and having a higher seed. I'm gonna pick Dutchtown to win this game.
All right, and
Dylan Sampson.
yeah, he's just a stud.
He
man.
was last year in that wrestling game, 29-27. He showed out, and I figure he's gonna show out again.
Yeah, I think so. Now you got Santamon, and they're back in the playoffs, and they're going down the road, going down I-12 and going to Ponchatoula.
Well, the jambalaya was real good, and the game was even better.
Yep, that was an incredible game.
Double overtime, and the game's on. Had gone into overtime 3 times before. 1990, it was 42-41, and 01 it was 34-27, and in 2011 it was 10-7. But it never had gone into double overtime. I would say it's got to be one of the best EA Santamon games. It could be one of the best high school games. It could be one of the best games. Period.
It's amazing.
So Santamon lost 35-32 in double overtime to East Ascension to close out the year. The regular season, they 4-2 and 0-2 in district. They get the 29 seed, and they got to go to Ponchatoula as the 4 seed. Ponchatoula come out of 6-5, 86-1, 6-0 in the district. Last year, Ponchatoula was 6-5, lost to Destrehan in the first round, 48-34, and they had T.J. Finley at quarterback. That's was starting at LSU now. So Santamon last time in the playoffs was lost to Captain Shreve in the first round in 2018, 28-21. Coach Oliver just said that this be 9 out of 10 years that they done made the playoffs. But Cole Poirier this past week, he was 19-32 for 245 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had a rushing touchdown in overtime, and of course he had the 3 interceptions. On the season, he's got 1,300 total yards, 16 touchdowns, 1,300 passing yards, and 7 interceptions. This past week, Justin Storks had the 6-yard touchdown with 8 seconds left, and the 2-point conversion to send it into overtime when it's tied 22-22. He had 5 receptions for 55 yards. Noah Luke had 5 receptions for 76 yards and a 46-yard touchdown. He's got 410 and 5 on the year. And Remy Rizzuto had 7 receptions for 73 yards. He's got 360 and 3 touchdowns on the year. Reggie Sims, he didn't get many carries, but he's been that lead back all year. Ty Bell also had a 29-yard touchdown reception, and you got Caleb Rock on the offensive line. Defensively, all year long, Santamon, and they stepped up big time against East Ascension. They was no quit in them at all, and they didn't give up a touchdown to EA's offense till like the 4th quarter. So you know, like inside linebackers Jackson Malonzo and Sam McCorkle. Outside linebackers Tyler Lejeune and Marty Jameson. Defensive lineman Dylan Carpenter, Brant Billingsley and Aiden Bourne, and safeties Evan Bourgeois and Zach Gonzalez. The winner of this game is going to go on to play the winner of 13 Ruston and 20 Hahnville. I'm picking Santamon to go on the road and get the upset. I'm doing it.
Right.
I'm a homer.
All right, yeah. Well, I mean, they got a chance, that's for sure.
Cole Poirier, I mean, Ponchatoula, of course, Ponchatoula's got Jacoby Matthews. He's an athlete. He's a quarterback. He may be the #1 athlete in the country in 2022 class, and he's like 19th overall in the country. He's the #1 recruit in the state for 20. And then they got 2 wide receivers, Amari and Walker. He's number 23 in the state in that class, and Kobe Finley number 27 in the state in that class. But yeah, I want to see Santamon win.
They got a chance. Now let's go to EA, and they got a home game, which surprised me. They jumped up about 7 spots, and they're going to take on Captain Shreve. Yeah,
EA got the 16 seed. Captain Shreve was 17. EA finished 4-3, 2-1 after the double overtime victory over Santamon. Last year they finished 9-3. They beat Terrebonne 20-6 in the first round and lost to Ruston 21-13 in the second round. Captain Shreve is 4-4, 4-3 in the 1-5A district. Last year they finished 9-3. They beat John Eric 34-7 and then lost to West Monroe in the second round 38-21. They got the common opponent. Captain Shreve lost to Bird 28-7. EA lost to Bird only 27-20. So I'm gonna pick EA. Troy Dunn, he's 8-13 last week in the win. Didn't have much yardage, but he had a big touchdown to and then in the fourth quarter to put EA ahead. He's got 870 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season. Kendall Washington had the 10-yard winning touchdown in the second overtime on the first play. And Walter Samuel had 97 yards rushing, and Jaquil Mack had the big 14-yard receiving touchdown in the first overtime. You also got Neville Chopin at wide receiver, and Jordan Goodlow and Gavin Saunier at center. EA's defense all year long, Jarrell Boykins, and then Ashton Milton too. He's a big body, and Martez Scott. He gets after it, and then of course Riante Jones at inside linebacker, and Britton Ragusa, Marcellus Taylor, Blake Thompson, and then Kel Babin had a 68-yard interception return for a touchdown last week, and then Kendrick Broussard had 2 interceptions, returned 1 for 36 at safeties. Justin Walker, and now sophomore Brennan Thompson at the other cornerback. So I like East defense a lot. And the winner of this game is going to go on to play number 1 Acadiana and number 32 Covington, and I'm picking EA.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner, and check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
Marchand's interior and hardware specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's interior and hardware specialist. You got it made.
Spectrum Fitness invites you in for a free fitness evaluation. Their personal fitness programs are second to none. See how the expert staff at Spectrum can help you get healthy and feel great. Spectrum Fitness and Medical Wellness Center, Denham Springs, 667-6789.
A&M Heating and Air Conditioning has been locally owned and operated by Tony Arsenault since 1988. They have an honest reputation based on sound advice and great service. Call A&M Heating and Air Conditioning today for all of your service needs. Ascension Body Shop is a name you can trust for all your body and paint work. They are ICAR certified specialists with over 25 years experience. 2645 Hodgson Road, Gonzales. Ascension Granite and Marble offers fabrication and installation of natural stone and quartz slabs. For stone and countertop installation in your home, call Evan Gonzales at 225-644-2231. Like personal service when having your collision work done on your vehicle? Take it to Mark's Body Shop on Pertree Road in Sanama. Mark says they care about your finished product. Their goal is to make you and your car happy. Mark's Body Shop. Planning to update your home this year? Roussel staff can help with the ideas and the perfect mix to bring these ideas together. Pull it all together for a look and feel that makes your home livable and comfortable. If you've been in an accident, Guillory's Collision Center will assist you to obtain a rental car with your insurance company and cut through all the red tape. They're honest people that care about your total satisfaction. Call Guillory's today.
Bailey's is world famous for its andouille. Try their sausage, hoghead cheese, boudin, tasso, and smoked chickens. Look for the Sausage Man on Airline Highway LaPlace or visit Bailey'sAndouille.com.
Ascension Notary Services offers license plates without the wait. See Rhonda and staff for full-service notary and auto title transfers. Ascension Notary, phone 647-1514. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Piku Computers has years of experience. Piku will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882.
All right, now we are going to go to St. James, and they got a home game. They're the 5 seed taking on Abbeville.
St. James come off a 31-0 whooping of EDY. It was for they got to share the district championship in 9-3A. Last year, St. James was 15-0, beat Jennings 51-14 in the Dome. Along the way, they beat Union Parish, Bruley, Green Oaks, and Mansfield. Abbeville was 1-9 last year. They were 3-4 this year, 1-2. I'm picking St. James to win. I mean, Abbeville, it's a rebuilding year. Like, for them to get in the playoffs is a good deal. Coach Valdez, last week, Daniel Jupiter had 94 yards on 22 carries, and Caden Williams had 2 touchdowns rushing. Markel Bergeron's over 1,000 yards passing on the season and 14 touchdowns. Shaz Preston is like number 6 in the state in 2022 on the recruiting boards. He's number 10 wide receiver in the country. He had 7 catches for 149 yards and a touchdown. He's got 700 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. And Alec Mahler has been the kicker for a long time. Savion Jones had a 34-yard block punt and return that really gave St. James control of that game right before half. He's number 7 in the state this season as weak side defensive end and number 12 at his position, and he's been committed to LSU since over the summer. Joe Cooper, Ja'Cory Esther, Carlos Price, and Caleb Brown at linebacker. Those first 3 guys all had an interception last week, and the winner of this game goes on to play Sterlington and West Feliciana, and I'm picking St. James.
All right, now you get Donaldsonville, and they got a home game as the 8th seed, and they're taking on Laranja.
Donaldsonville ain't played in the week because of issues with the coronavirus. They finished 4-2, 2-1. Last season they were 7-4, lost to Bruley. It was an upset in the first round, and where they got in as the number 9 seed, they lost 35-22. I know that they were disappointed about that, so I'm picking Donaldsonville to win. Laranja is the 25 seed. They were 2-3 this year, 1-1 and 8-3 in A. Last season they were 10-0 and lost in the first round to Baker, and Baker wound up making a quarterfinal run. So Coach Richardson this year, he got Raylan Johnson, a senior running back. He's got 95 carries for 846 yards and 8 touchdowns, 10 total on the season. In the victory over St. James 50-28, he had 224 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then Robert Kent is a freshman linebacker. Johnson had got dinged up a little bit, and Kent finished off that game and finished with 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. Trevion Brown's a 3-year starter at quarterback, and Jamarcus Miller is their big wide receiver. Josh Collier and Randall Otis are some other guys. The winner of this game goes on to play Madison Prep at Bogalusa, 24 and 9 seed. So I like Donaldsonville to win.
All right, now Lutcher, they got a road game. They're a 17 seed. They go on to Grant Parish.
Okay, so Lutcher's finished 4-3, 2-2. They struggled against Patterson last week, 37-35. Last year, they lost to Booker T in the first round, 47-21, and finished 5-6. Grant is 3-3, 0-2, and 3-3-8. Last season they were 1-9. I'm picking Lutcher because it's another team that's like building up. You know, they hadn't been there a long time. Coach Jenkins got Dwayne Winfield, junior quarterback, Rashawn Starks, a senior running back, and Sam Scott and Noah Detillier, a wide receiver, Samaji Scott on the offensive line, Poche. Carter Poche, senior, and Copeland Williams, a senior, on defense leading. The winner of this game goes on to play number 1 Jennings and number 32 Erath. So I'll pick a Lutcher to win.
All right, now Ascension Catholic, they are going to get the 13 seed against the 4 seed, and that's Cedar Creek out of Ruston.
Okay, so Ascension Catholic defeated St. John 52-13, finished 7-0, second year in a row that they undefeated, 4-0 in the district championship and 7-1A. Last season they finished 10-1 overall. They beat Riverside in the first round, and then they lost to Southern Lab in the second round. And it looks like they got Southern Lab again in the second round. The winner of this game goes to play number 5 Southern Lab, and the winner with Opelousas Catholic at number 12. I'm picking Ascension Catholic. Cedar Creek is 5-3, 3-3, and 2-1A. Last season they lost in the first round and finished 7-4. They lost to Catholic Point Compete 28-7. Coach Saya got Kai Prian as a sophomore running back. He had 2 touchdowns, 119 yards. This past week, he's got 16 total touchdowns, 766 rushing yards, and 13 touchdowns. His little brother Adrian Prian, as a freshman, he had a 3-yard touchdown run this past week. You got Bryce Leonard, he's a sophomore linebacker. He led him last year He was 5 of 16 this past week with 2 touchdowns, 91 yards, and 63 yards rushing. Joel Landry and Troy Cole each had 24-yard touchdown receptions. Casey Mays is the quick back. Jamon Tapp is the number 4 weak side defensive end. In next year's class, he's number 5 in the state in 2022. So they got him on the defensive line. And Jacob Dunn had a 33-yard field goal, and he returned 2 turnovers for touchdowns. Interception, 14 yards, and a fumble recovery for 48 yards. He did that against Southern Lab last year. So, and then we also got Joel Landry and Braden Duhon and Grant Richard had a sack, and Brooks Leonard and Matthew LaFleur and Trey Williams on the defensive line, and Owen Smith too had a sack this past week, and Alex Malonzo had an interception. So I like Ascension Catholic. East Iberville, they got in as a 2 seed. They're gonna have a bye. White Castle got in as a 4 seed. They're gonna have a bye. East Iberville finished 5-1. White Castle finished 4-3. They met up with each other last year. East Iberville finished 8-3. White Castle finished 9-4, and lost to 55-12 to Oak Grove in the Dome. And White Castle beat East Iberville 14-0 in the quarterfinals. The winner of White Castle is going to play the winner of Delta Charter and LaSalle in the second round, and East Iberville is going to play the winner of Northwood Lena and Slaughter Community Charter in the second round.
All right. Now let's go to another 5A team, Woodlawn. They're in, it's a 15 seed. They're hosting East St. John.
Well, Woodlawn had a makeup game. They was going to play McKinley, and it worked out good that they got the district game. It was for the district championship, and it worked out good. And they battled Catholic High 34-27 and wound up losing. They finished the season 2-2. It was 2-1 in the district. Last year they were 2-8. Didn't make the playoffs. East St. John's a tough team. They got the 18 seed. Woodlawn's a 15 seed. They're gonna have the home game. East St. John's 5-1, 3-1, and 7-5A. Last year they beat Central 34-30. It was an upset, and then they lost to Airline 45-29 to finish 7-5. And of course, EA played East St. John a couple of years ago in the first round. But I like Coach Randall, and I'm picking Woodlawn to win. Ricky Collins, a sophomore quarterback, on the season this past week, he was 31 of 47 for 453 yards and 4 touchdowns against Catholic High. He's got 1,200 yards on the season. They only played 4 games and 13 touchdowns. Amani Givens had 74 yards on 12 carries this past week, and Kyle Jones had 10 catches for 147 yards and 2 touchdowns. Clayton Adams had 7 catches for 118 yards and 1 touchdown. The winner of this game goes on to play John Eric and number 2 seed, and Thibodeau, number 31 seed. Eric Randall III is a safety. He's committed to Memphis. He's number 29 rated recruit in the state this season. And East St. John got Jackie Marshall, outside linebacker. He's number 19 in this season in the state. But I want to see Woodlawn win. That's the district that EA Santa Monica Dutchtown in. So I want to see him win, you know.
All right, so let's go with them. All right.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144. Bro Welding and Industrial Supply prides themselves on same-day delivery. Customer service is our #1 priority. They deliver on time, every time. Bro Company, serving the area for over 30 years. On the web at broco.com. 2 of the best companies in the concrete business have joined forces to give you a high-quality product on time. Ask for an estimate, and Quality Concrete will give you the best prices and best product. Quality Concrete in Prairieville. See Gonzales Military for a big selection of kids' camo and cold weather gear. They carry boots, camo rain gear, rubber boots, headgear, belts, and more. Gonzales Military on Burnside in Gonzales. Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. See Foti Financial Services for all your money needs. They have loans for any worthwhile purpose: auto, furniture, appliance, home improvement, and vacation loans. Celebrating over 50 years of service, Foti Financial Services.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner, and check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years, doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564. Church Funeral Services offers a compassionate, affordable funeral with the funeral held in your own home or house of worship. We're here in your time of need. Church Funeral Services, Sanama, Walker, and Baton Rouge.
Marchand's interior and hardware specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's interior and hardware specialist, you got it made.
Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882.
Now you got LSU, and they're going to take on the Aggies.
Well, LSU is won. They beat Arkansas 27-24, 3-3. I ain't picked the LSU game right all year at all this year, so I'm gonna pick
the Aggies.
I'm gonna pick Texas A&M to win. I'm just gonna do it right off the get-go. I'm picking Texas A&M to win. Texas A&M is 5-1. They were ranked number 5 the last I saw, but T.J. Finley this past week was good, 27-42 for 271 yards and 2 touchdowns. Davis Price really took the bell cow this week, 104 yards, 1 touchdown on 24 attempts. Emory had 33 yards on 12 attempts, and Terrace Marshall 7 catches for 57 yards, and Arik Gilbert 5 catches for 55 yards, and Racy McMath and Gerard Jenkins each had a touchdown. Elijah Ricks got 3 interceptions on the season. Jabril Cox had an interception this week, and you got Stevens and Stingley that went on the defense last year. Kellen Mond on the season, the quarterback for Texas A&M's got 1,500 yards and 16 touchdowns to 2 interceptions, and running back Isaiah Spiller got 643 yards and 5 touchdowns. I'm picking Texas A&M and hope LSU wins.
Absolutely. Thanks for picking the Aggies for me. All right, the Saints, they're going to play the Broncos.
Well, the Saints just wrapped up a victory 24-9 over the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
They're 8-2 on the season. Since the last time we talked, Drew Brees broke some ribs and he got his lung punctured, and I don't know if he's going to ever play again.
Maybe not.
But they had Jameis Winston had finished the second half last week, but Coach Payton decided to go with Taysom Hill today, and he was 18-23 for 233 yards, and then he rushed for 51 yards on 10 carries and 2 touchdowns. So Alvin Kamara had 45 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown. Latavius Murray had 49 yards on 12 carries. They play in the Broncos. I'm picking the Saints. I mean, the Broncos, they like the Jets, even though they beat the Jets this year. But
yep.
Michael Thomas had 9 catches this week for 104 yards, and Emmanuel Sanders had 4 catches for 66 yards. Cameron Jordan had 3 sacks. Amenyata had 2 sacks. Hendrickson had 2 sacks, and Marcus Williams and Janosh Jackrabbit Jenkins had an interception each. So I'm picking the Saints, and see if y'all go check out Sports Scene. It's on the shelves here at Brubacher's, and it's online too at www.lasportscene.net. And that's all, folks.
All right, that's all.
Sir.
Thanks a lot, Pete. All right, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Sports Scene Live.
Brubacher's Grill at 909 East Ascension Street in Gonzales, where good food and good friends come together. Offering a casual, fun atmosphere with a menu selection to satisfy the whole family. From pizzas, burgers, and po' boys to steaks, seafood, and salads with daily lunch specials and a whole lot more. Bring the whole family or meet friends on the deck. There's fun and entertainment for all. Make Brubacher's your next stop for lunch or dinner. And check out the other 5 locations in Baton Rouge. Taste the great tradition at Brubacher's Grill, where some things only get better.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you got it made.
You know Acadian Custom Cabinets is your one-stop source for all of your cabinet needs. Now Acadian Custom Millworks offers cabinets, doors, windows, as well as shutters. Call 622-6337. Got computer problems? Does your computer have a virus? Give us a shot at fixing your computer. Pico Computers has years of experience. Pico will have you up and running in no time. Call today, 647-8882. Need air conditioning or electrical work? Airworks Incorporated in Gonzales is ready to serve you. Owner Quentin Michael has 30 years experience. They service all makes and models. Airworks Incorporated. Phone 647-3023. When you need insurance, go to the trusted pros at All About Insurance for home, flood, auto, life, health, and commercial. Call Sherry or Melinda at All About Insurance, 644-4820.
Diversified Materials and Consulting is home for safety equipment and welding supplies for contractors. Stop in at 14361 Highway 44 in Gonzales or give them a call. Call Daryl or Susan Roden for all your supply needs.
Ernest Martin Incorporated is owned and operated by Bud and Sean Martin. Their 9 trucks deliver sand, clay, and limestone for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. Ernest Martin Incorporated. Since 1970, we're in it for the long haul. It's tailgating time again. When you get ready for your next tailgate party, there's only one kind of sausage you need to put on your grocery list. French Settlement Sausage. French Settlement Sausage, available in your local grocery store. Economy Brick Sales has new, used, antique, and Mexican brick. They build and install fireplaces, do stucco and exterior insulation. Call Dean Miat at Economy Brick. Dean says congratulations to the Ascension Christian Homecoming Court. Don't buy all the tools you need to get the job done. Rent what you need from General Rental. They have contractors and homeowner tools. General Rental on the Airline Highway across from the State Fairgrounds. Ratcliffe's Florist has been family-owned and operated since 1945. When you need flowers for weddings, showers, graduation, prom, or whatever the occasion, call Ratcliffe's. They are a proud supporter of high school sports in Ascension Parish.
Welcome back to Sports Scene Live. Jeff Porsche with you, and thanks for joining us this week. And we'd like to thank both the coaches from East Ascension and Santa Maria, Darnell Lee and Coach David Oliver, for joining us and talking about the big rivalry and the game won by East Ascension. And also like to thank Pete for Pete's picks as usual. And so thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. You've been watching Sports Scene Live.